Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, we'll talk about what is clustering. So basically clustering is a machine learning technique basically used to group a set of object or data point into cluster. Suppose you have a data set. So there are many data. So you are trying to group this data maybe in two set of group, right? And object of each cluster means data of each cluster are more similar than those in other cluster. It means if there are three data here, so these three data, if you compare with this fourth data, you'll find these three data is more similar if you compare with this fourth data. So what is clustering? So clustering is just a unsupervised algorithm. Using that technique, we try to make a subset of the data. So like let me show you. Suppose here you can see there are lots of data. So suppose you want to maybe analyze this data, but not as a whole data. You want to make this three subset of the data, and then you try to analyze. But you can't randomly create a subset. You can't take a these row and try to say this is one subset and there's another subset and then the third subset. You want there is each subset has similar type of data. So in that case, this clustering algorithm is very helpful. Using that using that clustering algorithm, you can create a cluster which has the similar information. Like here you can see I have a data and I use the k-mean clustering. Now I created all the data into the four subset. So here is one cluster, second cluster, third cluster and fourth cluster. And each cluster has the similar type of information. So now maybe you have a question, maybe you can think, how can we do this? Right. So for that we have a different approach, right? So in clustering there are different type of clustering. Mostly important, like we have a k-mean clustering, hierarchical clustering, TB scan, and many more. But these three are very important. So we will go one by one. We'll see how what is the math behind this particular technique, like k-mean clustering, hierarchical clustering, DB scan, how it works, and then in Python how we can implement on a data, and then after how our cluster is going to looks, and maybe after that we'll also create a project on clustering where we try to make profiling of the clustering. Okay, so I'm not going to talk more on this video, but the last thing is, if what is clustering? Clustering is nothing, just a very simple algorithm. Using that, we can create a subset of data, and each subset has similar type of data if we compare with data from other subset. This is the actual meaning of clustering. So next video we'll going to talk about k-mean clustering. Thank you for watching this video.